Well, thanks for joining me. Today, we get to look at a very rare car. So while you're looking at this, go ahead and think of what this might be. It's pretty amazing how flat the bottom of this is. There is no frame. This is what's called a monocoque construction. So there's no like steel frame that all this is built around. See if you have any ideas yet. This is one of my best friend's cars, and out at his property, and he had it up on the list. I'm like, I think I'm going to share this with my viewers. Very few people know what this car is, have even seen one in real life, other than he has shown this at a lot of car shows. He drives it all over the U.S. to go to car shows, big shows like SDAC. If you don't know what that is, Google it. So looking here in the back, you'll see that's where the radiator is. That's where the engine is. So John, while I do a walk around on this, tell us about your car.
Well, they made about 65 cars, and they were made in Florida, and by a guy named Warren Mosler. And toward the end, they made nine or 10 Targas, and the hardtop ones were IMSA race cars, and they got asked not to come back because they kept winning. And like you said, it was a monocoque chassis, and it drives like a go-kart. It handles great. It's about, this street car Targa is about 2,200 pounds. Some of the race cars were about 1,850 pounds is all. They had a Chrysler 4-cylinder turbo engine in it. Most of them were about 195 horse. This one's pushing 400.
And when you say turbocharged engine, are we talking about the Shelby 2.2 turbo intercooled engine?
That's correct.
All right. And this one's almost 400 horsepower?
Yeah.
Wow.
And right now I'm working on the engine a little bit because it had a car fire from an oil leak once on a trip that I was on. And I'm just doing some more detailed work on the engine. This is why you saw some of the things apart on the engine.
And how much does this car weigh?
This one's 2,200 pounds. Originally had air conditioning, Recaro seats, and a car phone.
Came with a car phone.
Yes.
And it has power windows as well, and
Yes, electric windows.
And it had cruise control?
Yes.
Wow.
And a stereo CD player.
Wow. Full-fledged street car. Looks totally like a race car you'd see on a road race track. I've had a ride in this at a Solo 2 autocross, and I felt like I was in a super magnet traction slot car. If you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about. Pretty, actually very amazing.
Originally it had Feta Poly wheels on it, but I changed them to a little bit wider ones made by Revolution.
What size tire do you have on the back of this?
225/50.
225/50s. All right.
205/50 on the front.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me at Blind Man's Garage. I hope you like this peek at the Consulier 1990.